Hey guys, welcome back to Battlefield 5. Over the holidays, we've been enjoying the return of TTK, Time to Kill, and TTD, Time to Die values, along with additional Tides of War unlocks. And the game is starting to come into its own for the community again, although it does have room for improvements. The title for today's video may seem a little unusual, and one that I wouldn't have anticipated discussing in a Battlefield 5 game. Of all the games that I do cover, however, it is a topic that is becoming more common among pundits, journalists, and special interests. This video isn't here to bore you with the details of political wrangling or maneuvering and its current influence in Battlefield 5, as I have dedicated videos for that. In the top right hand corner, I'll leave a link to last Friday's Friday vlog, where I go into some of the details that landed Battlefield 5 in the crosshairs of political pundits. Gamers in general aren't very political, or it may be fair to say that many of us who do play games to escape the real life grind, responsibilities, and concerns as to not have to discuss real life or politics. We play games to provide us with a little escape from the daily tedium, stresses, and demands that life can put on us. So why are real life elements making its way into gaming, but more specifically, why politics? Politics has found a new home on the internet and has ensconced itself in social media. Everyday life people in general can simply ignore the whiny, needy, and indoctrinating elements of political figures who insist on us following their ideology, philosophy, morals, ethics, and worldviews. One of the major reasons these groups have made the internet their new battleground is because the internet is a captive audience. Anyone with a phone, tablet, or PC can access the internet, and most likely, those same people have access to news, forums, and social media. Gamers of all the various internet users, aside from, say, dedicated computer science and technology enthusiasts, are very computer savvy and make up the computer science and the technology enthusiasts. So the internet is a culture that we are very familiar with and have spent years navigating its waters. When PCs first came out, games were right there from the inception. Today we're dealing with normies, the mainstream media, and political crusaders who log into social media sites and believe they're the new sheriffs in town. They're the new up-and-coming culture that's going to shape the internet environment. Gaming or gamers are now the new target because for many years we've enjoyed our anonymity and ability to avoid these interlopers, even when the internet was a welcoming place and not one needing normie invaders to tell us how the culture needs to transform. We learned this following week, and I'm going to quote from the ZAM article that I'll include in the published section below. Blizzard has announced that they will test a new moderation program during the next Overwatch Contenders quarterfinals from December 28, 2018 through January 12, 2019. The new feature will require you to link your Twitch account to your Battle.net account to participate in Twitch chat when watching Overwatch Contenders stream. With this, Blizzard hopes to improve viewer experience, albeit details about how it will happen are not yet known. If the feature proves successful, it seems likely it could be extended to other Blizzard streams in the future. You guys are probably familiar with Gamergate. If not, I'll leave a link in the published section below, because Gamergate is probably the first official style introduction of politics into gaming and the gaming culture. So what we are now learning is that gaming companies may want us to link our social media to our gaming activity, thereby reducing our anonymity, and the gaming developers are injecting political ideology into gaming as to reach a wider audience. These sorts of maneuvers have a ripple effect in what would be a rather unique and highly developed culture of both computer savvy people and gamers. It really does feel like our environment that we escape into is being needlessly invaded by normies, pundits, journalists, and activists. It's my hope that we as gamers can continue to adapt to the growing tide of change. And that's going to wrap it up for this Battlefield 5 segment. If you haven't already, I'd encourage you guys to click on that channel icon appearing there on the screen to subscribe, and then click that bell for notifications when I post new content concerning Battlefield 5, EA, and DICE news.